Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day, wherein I still haven't changed that. One thing I am planning on doing over the next couple days, though, because yesterday when I was recording my reactions, I realized just how horrific and nasty and yucky and what a mess my background is here. And it's just horrific. So over the next couple, I'm going to start taking stuff down, rearranging things, dusting, and as much as I like having spiders in the room, and there's a big old spider web here that's huge, I also need to kind of make it a little tidier and neater and cleaner. So I'm going to be cleaning up here so it's not as nasty looking in the back there. Thumbs up for that. A very good thing. Yay. And of course, YouTube algorithm front loadings. Hey, if you could toss me a like, if you like what you see in here, that'd be very cool. If you could subscribe to the channel, if you haven't, that too would be awesome. I do enjoy getting comments. I read every one, thumbs up each one. I do answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow, so that's cool as well. And of course, I do want to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These beautiful and awesome people literally help to keep me alive, and that is appreciated. Not only that, they help to keep my pets alive as well. And little Amelia, even though she's a kitty cat and can't talk, would thank you if she could. And my hamster, Ghost, he would thank you if he could speak. So thank you very much, each and every one of these people. It is very appreciated. Thumbs up and thank you. Yay, front loading of videos over. Thank you, YouTube algorithms. Taking a look at my list here because I had to write some stuff down. Yesterday was just a day. I did things and that's good. I went and recorded things and I edited stuff and I went out for very late walkies and it was damp. I had to take my umbrella. Yay. Well, but it was good. It was fun. I enjoy walking. It is nice to exercise. And I had therapy yesterday. So we talked about this, that, and the other. So he's very pleased with how I am doing, and I am doing so much better. It is very, very cool. Definitely a thumbs up on that. So I'm existing, and that's good. And past that, there's not a whole lot of major things happening between yesterday and today. I'm just existing and trying my best to continue to do so, and that's good. So thumbs up on that. There's even not a whole lot happening in town. There's nothing exciting to even really to talk about, except of course for stores vanishing. Every time I go out walkies, there are still more places that are, suddenly empty. When I went by, just a couple days back and there was a store there. So yay on that. That's always fun and depressing. But, life is life. Yay. Yeah. You have to exist somehow, and if that includes watching the world fade around you, then that's what that includes, yay. But still, one of the things that I did want to mention is something that I just saw this morning. I watch a whole bunch of channels, and one of them is by this one fellow who, unfortunately, his wife died not that long ago, and they were both very young. He's still young. They were like in their 30s, so ugh. But his channel name and character name, username is Viced Rhino, and somebody left a comment saying that their kid called him the fire dinosaur. And that was just funny. It was really, really cute. I just wanted to mention that, and I left a comment on the video because it was at the very end and nobody else had mentioned anything, and a lot of people don't watch all the way to the end of any video at all. So I left a message just saying we are all fire dinosaurs in our heart. So thumbs up. It was just really, really cute. Yay. Past that is stated just existing, doing my best to be as creative as possible, thinking on things, and I think about my setting all the time, and so I haven't talked about it for a while, and even though things are happening in my life that are kind of depressing that I can't remember at the exact moment, yay for waking up and brain not functioning properly, yay. But it's just stuff. So right now I just want to talk more about the creative info dumping about various things in the settings that I have. If I can think of other things as well, then I'll also mention those too. There was a comment from Sebastian Ferris talking about, mentioning Gotzi Ray, one of the older, one of the cosmic horrors that I have. And I continue to talk about the setting. I just am not fixating when I speak on the stuff, on the cosmic horrors. They're the larger framework, and the whole inside-outside thing is a tiny little spot down here that I'm focusing on instead of the big old thing. But at the same time, I am also thinking about these various things. I cannot remember if yesterday I had mentioned this, but I am going to, if I have, try to do a better job than I may have mentioned yesterday, and if I haven't, well, try to introduce it now. Because the cosmic horrors themselves can run at various speeds. If they can enter a universe, and it's easy for them just to step into a universe that they want within the multiverse, within limits, there are three large zones to the multiverse. There's the Ungara, which is closest to the singularity, which is very hot, very dense. And even though relative to itself, you could tell stories of people that live there as if you're telling a story about us now, because relative to themselves, that's what it is. Relative to us, we can't understand them. They are unknowable and alien because of what's available in that hot and dense universe. We would burn to nuclear ash within minutes if we were able to step into one of those zones. But the cosmic horrors can walk on worlds in that zone like we walk on our world now. Then there's the Ungare, which is between us and the singularity. And the cosmic horrors can walk on the worlds there, but reality itself is just, it's groaning, and the joints are cracking and making loud noises as they move. No danger of things collapsing, it's just they're so hot and so much pressure that you can hear the joists and joints cracking and creaking as they move. Reality is complaining. And then of course out here where we are in the Góðan, that's the cold and dark. They don't ever come out here. They couldn't. If they stepped into one of our universes, our entire universe would flash fry into, quantum ash within a few clicks of the Planck clock. So we don't really deal with them. But on the inside, closer to where they can walk on worlds, remember, again, it's all relative to themselves. So when one of them speaks about such things, it's relative to them and their situation. This is true with the description that they give. Because there is the one cosmic horror that I had been thinking of, Nebokiro, the ram. And that's, if you could see them, that is what they would look like. A ram, a male sheep, is what they look like. Big old horns, fluffy body, but they don't look like a modern fluffy sheep. Oh, sure, it's a modern fluffy sheep, but it is the essence of feral sheepness. This is nothing cute and fluffy. It is the essence of danger. Nebokiro is odd that way, but they can bash and crash through anything with their horns. But when you enter a universe, you can run at several speeds. You can run at the speed of the universe, where relatively the universe lives for 10-15 years from birth to death. And they can experience that on the universal level speed. Or they can just keep ratcheting their consciousness downward to us and then live at a galactic speed where the stars are just spinning like little water. It's nothing is still. And then of course they get even closer, you're down at the planetary scale where they're just watching worlds spin below them a little bit faster than they do for us, and then they can run at the same speed we do and stand upon the surface of the earth. And now when I say earth, I just mean dirt, forever the world, whatever world they happen to be on. And as I have said before, I like to have characters in my stuff speak even about things that they wouldn't be, just so that I can get a handle on how they're feeling about things. And Nebokiro, the ram, says something along the lines of, yes, they will actually help the Gokura, the numberless, the prey. Because when you're at planetary speed and you're standing on one of those worlds with the rich, fertile soil around your hooves, with the lush green grasses rustling in the beautiful tasting air, when you're surrounded by the smell of fresh rain and the clouds are parting above you and the slow summer sun is shedding its heat upon you, when you're standing amidst all of that in creation, yes, I will gladly aid the Gokura if they ask, and I will regret none of it. And that's how basically they all feel. They're not evil in that fashion, even though they may, on the down at our level, help us. If we petition for help, they may save an entire universe worth of individuals. And then, upon going up to a higher level of speed, decide that all that work made them a little peckish, and then turn around and eat every single person that they just saved. They feel good about saving them. Oh, but they're a bit hungry, so then they eat every single one that they saved. On the one hand, yeah, you saved them. But then it's like, why save them if you're going to destroy them? Just remember each and every click of the Planck clock, which is the smallest possible unit of time, each and every single quark within your body generates a near infinite number of possible universes. And there are, oh boy, a lot of quarks within each subatomic particle, within each atom, within each molecule, within each organ, within each body, within each world, within each solar system. There's a lot of possibilities out there. So what if you happen to eat one or two? There's an infinite number of others. So they're not evil, they're just not caring of anyone that's not them, because they don't need to. But that's Nebokiro, and Nebokiro is a nice individual. Now, of course, Tamakanoso, that's the one that runs with beasts. They run and they run and they run from world to world. When you are running, you don't have to think, you don't have to plan. Tamakanoso rarely puts things into words, but it, as I've said before on this channel, probably a couple years back now, it's when they are running. It's there is no planning, there is no thinking, there is only being. There is no future, there is no past, there is only this endless, eternal now. And so you run because it feels good to run. And when you get hungry, you eat. And then when you're done eating, if you're tired, you sleep. And then when you wake up, you start to run again. And they run through 1,000 universes in a day. And of course it does take energy to eat, so when they run into a world, they have to eat everyone. And intelligence is of course highly nutritious and delicious, that quantum knotting. If you can just feast off the quantum knotting itself, good eating. But if you can't do that, well, the knotting infuses the meat. So if you eat the meat, well, you get that extra nutritional goodness. So yeah, these things will come bursting out of a forest in a world and then immediately eat every single human being on the planet. It may take a while, but they do it. And then, filled up and full of more energy, they dash back into the forest and they dash out of another forest and another world on another universe, run and then eat. They're kind of a scourge upon creation, but they're only eating the Gokura, and the Gokura are endless, and even reality itself with the language of power, you don't learn it from other individuals. You learn this language by becoming strong. The universe gives you this knowledge of the language. And Gokura, countless and prey. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. Gonna go through and thank however many people. It ain't many, but anything more than 0 is awesome. So thank you, people that have left me comments in the past 24 hours. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count American Sign Language, and even though there aren't many names, well, you've seen my memory work. Way back. So we have Confused Owl 29. Oh boy, sensory overload is fun. And Melody Wind, thumbs up. We have Bentley Burkhalter, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, well, I'll get back to Gotsy Raid one day as well. And then there's Captain Misfit 44455, thumbs up. And Ben B, greatly appreciated and good to see you. We have Aaron Griffith, thumbs up and thank you. There's Adrian Bryan, good to see you. There's Tavilka, thumbs up and thank you. Corto Maltese, thumbs up. And then we have Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. 11 people that left me comments in the past 24 hours. Thumbs up and thank you all. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, if only in text, and if only for a short time. But that is definitely appreciated to no end. Yay! A very good thing. And of course, I don't know what device you're watching this on, so I don't know if you even can access the text description, the show more, but if you can, within there are links to all my various channels. If you could check that out, that'd be very cool. I also have links to my Twitter, my Facebook, and again to my Patreon. And I do want to thank once more these Patreon patrons, these beautiful and awesome people. When I say they literally help to keep me alive, I mean they literally help to keep me alive. I do not make enough money off my disability to survive. And without these people, I wouldn't be able to eat. My pets wouldn't be able to eat. And that would be bad. So thank you, each and every one of you. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. A definite thumbs up on that. Oh, my wrist gets so tired doing that. Yay. Life is life. And hey, of course, if you could toss me a like, that would be very cool. I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be a definite thumbs up on that. I have gotten lost in where I usually do with my spiel. So let's see, I think I also mentioned my PayPal and the Amazon wishlist link. So let's pretend I didn't mess it all up and I did it correctly. Thumbs up and thank you all. Yay. I do not know how much actual stuff that I need to get done I will be able to get done today. Mondays and Fridays are always very difficult for me to try and push through and get stuff done. It's a mental thing, and yay on that. I'm going to try and do what I got to do. I still got health issues I need to look into. I got the paperwork that I have to fill out for my hospital bill. So there's things I got to do, as well as cleaning up my bookshelves. So I got stuff I got to get done, as well as just being productive for being productive and creative for being creative's sake. Definitely a thumbs up on that. So hey, do seek creativity, positivity, or balance, and hopefully tomorrow I will have been able to push through the executive dysfunction and get this changed. I did do something silly with this on my reactions. I went and had 2 days of the horse with hat, 2 days of the horse with no hat, 2 days of the duck with no hat, and now there's the duck with the hat. Thumbs up on that. And with the Kofefe bug raging, please do not become a statistic. Do not check out early. Do not suffer the effects of long Kofefe bug. It's not a joke. It's not a hoax. There are people dying by the thousands in the United States and around the world. So please, if you don't have to go out amongst the unvaxxed, mouth-breathing plague rats, please don't. And if you do, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, get vaxxed if you haven't been, get a booster if you can. Hokey smokes. Hokey smokes. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and, well, quite frankly, I think that's a very good thing.